All right, Taurus model 94 44 Magnum. Believe that? Actually 22, well, I started to say long rifle, but it's actually 22 rimfire, whatever you want to stick in it, right? This is, again, the Taurus model 94 9-shot 22. You've seen it in action in one video, and we thought we'd give you a close-up look. We have maybe been remiss in getting this baby out. Don't do enough 22 shooting and videos, do we? Have some really nice 22s that we like. This one we're liking more and more. Picked it up for John, but I might just take it back. I've decided I really like it. We shot at some this morning, messing around, and worked on it a little bit, and we decided pretty sweet. It's not a Smith & Wesson, it's a Taurus, but you know, it's just a really good sized gun and feels really good. It has a really stiff hammer spring on it. I will say that. It is really stiff. This is the kind of gun you might want to keep around just to exercise your trigger finger. It's like something you'd pick up at the exercise shop, a set of weights or a hand exerciser. You know, it really has a stiff hammer. But it's fairly smooth. You know, it's just this very heavy. I should say heavy maybe instead of stiff. So we may loosen that up. If any of y'all know anything about, we're going to do some, we were talking this morning about doing some research on it and seeing if anybody makes a replacement spring, or if people are cutting maybe a coil or two off the mainspring and still having success with you know, the cartridges firing, getting hit hard enough. That's the thing I'm always wary of, is not having a hard enough hammer drop to you know, fire the bullet. I mean, that's one of the primary functions of a gun. So you might get an action you really like, but the hammer doesn't fall hard enough to fire the round. You've kind of defeated the purpose, haven't you? Well, let's take a few more shots with it here. This big bore pistol revolver. Let's cock it a couple of times. Oh, I see an old Ballistol can. Oh, that's some pressure. Click. Good old 22. As I've said before, there's nothing more American than plinking with a 22 rimfire at tin cans. And I'm sure it's not exclusively an American hobby, not to dismiss you other folks watching in from other countries. Glad you're there. I'm sure the 22 is very popular for you too, and growing up, if you're in a country where you're allowed to shoot or own firearms. Let's do a big weak hand shot here on that can. If I can handle the massive recoil. All right. Ugh. I can handle the massive recoil, but it's hard to cock my left hand. Ooh, feels good. Now let's hit the can. That makes it even more fun. Yeah. That's what it's about. Just shooting a little bit high. Well, there's another one over there. It's not been plugged. Click. Sweet. You know, I like these 9-shot revolvers quite a lot. I grew up with one. You've seen that video of the Revelation made by High Standard that was my dad's, and it's a 9-shot. And you know, in a lot of ways, they're really as desirable as the autoloaders. The autoloaders in 22 are famous for, you know, having a 9 or 10 round magazine. But if you get one of these revolvers that holds 9, you have a similar situation where you can fire 9 before reloading. So that's pretty neat. And there's just something special about a revolver. It really is. Good looking gun. All right, let's give everybody just a little more lead. That guy deserves a little bit more right at the top. Yeah, and we're right at the bottom. Yeah, that one deserves a little more lead. Yeah, so does the Ballistol can. And that one's still standing. I think I sit him right in front of a root, so he may not fall. I'll hit him on the bottom and see. Let's hit him on the top. See? That's why I put him there, so he wouldn't move. Click. Alright. So anyway, the Taurus 94. Pretty nice gun. Double action revolver for you newbies. You know, when you have a gun that will fire by pulling the trigger, you know, it cocks it with the trigger. And swing out cylinder, that's generally a double action revolver. Revolvers are really handy. You always have the magazine with you, don't you? No chance of losing the magazine. So Taurus did a pretty good job on this old gun, and I like it pretty much. Taurus 22 says long rifle, but you can fire shorts or longs or anything that you can find in this gun. So life's pretty good.